Imagine this, you are holding a simple everyday quarter, the same kind that has passed through coffee shops, gas stations, and grocery stores across America. And yet this exact coin could quietly be worth $12 million, and today I am going to tell you why, so stay with me, because the truth behind this story had shocked collectors, seasoned investors, and even longtime numismatists. And before we reveal the secret, let me ask you this: how many quarters have slipped through your fingers without a second glance? And what if one of them could have changed your life forever? Welcome back to Coin Value Guide, the channel where ordinary change turns into extraordinary wealth. And if you love discovering hidden treasure hiding in plain sight, make sure you subscribe right now, because what you are about to hear will completely change how you look at your pocket change forever. Now let us begin with the star of today's story, the 2001 North Carolina State Quarter, a coin released as part of the United States 50 State Quarters program, a series that millions of Americans collected without ever imagining that one day a single used example could be valued at $12 million. And yes, you heard that correctly. $12 million for a coin most people spent without thinking twice. And here is where the suspense begins, because not every North Carolina quarter is worth this fortune. Only very specific examples carry this jaw-dropping value. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to look for and how to sell it if luck is on your side. The North Carolina State Quarter was issued in 2001, honoring the state's role as first in flight, celebrating the Wright brothers' historic achievement at Kill Devil Hills. The design shows the Wright Flyer lifting into the sky, flanked by the dates 1893 and 1903, symbolizing 100 years of powered flight, and millions were minted and circulated across the country, meaning this coin was touched by countless Americans, which makes its hidden potential even more thrilling, because the coin we are talking about today is not a pristine museum piece. It is a used coin, a circulated coin, a coin that could have sat in a cash register, a glove compartment, or a jar on your kitchen counter. And this is exactly why collectors went crazy when this specific example surfaced, because it defied every expectation. And right now you might be wondering, how could a used quarter ever reach $12 million? And that is the question that has driven intense bidding wars, whispered conversations at auctions, and sleepless nights for collectors chasing the ultimate prize. The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, errors, and historical timing. And I promise, the most shocking detail is still coming. But first, let us talk about the physical facts of the 2001 North Carolina State Quarter, because every detail matters. The diameter of this coin is 24.26 millimeters, a standard size for modern U.S. quarters. Yet what makes collectors pause is how perfectly those measurements align despite circulation. The thickness of the coin is 1.75 millimeters, giving it a solid feel in the hand, and a reassuring weight. The weight is 5.67 grams. Composed of a copper core clad in nickel and copper layers, a familiar composition, yet in this case, hiding something extraordinary beneath the surface. Now here is where the tension starts to build, because while these measurements seem ordinary, they are critical in verifying authenticity. And when experts examined this specific coin, they found something astonishing. The strike quality, alignment, and microscopic details suggested a rare mint anomaly, something so subtle that it escaped detection for years. And this is why I need you to listen carefully, because many valuable coins are lost simply because their owners never knew what they had. The condition of this coin is officially classified as used, meaning it shows signs of circulation, light wear on the high points, and a story etched into its surface. Yet despite this wear, the coin retains sharp details and strong design elements. And that is crucial, because it tells us this coin survived circulation without damage that would destroy its value. And collectors know that a used coin with the right characteristics can sometimes be more valuable than a Mint State example because it proves authenticity and history. And now we come to the part that makes hearts race. The value, $12 million. This number did not come from hype alone. It came from expert evaluations, private collector interest, and the discovery of extremely rare minting characteristics, possibly including a unique error die variation or a limited experimental strike. And when word spread quietly among elite collectors, the demand exploded. Because owning this coin is not just about money, it is about owning a once-in-a-lifetime piece of American history. And this is where I want you to pause the video for a moment and think, have you ever checked your quarters closely? If this story already has you hooked, smash that like button right now, because the more likes this video gets, the more rare coin stories we can bring to you. And comment below if you have ever searched through your change for treasure, because your story might inspire the next collector. Now back to the suspense, because we still have not revealed the most important part: how to sell a coin like this, if you are lucky enough to find one. Because selling a $12 million coin is not something you do at a pawn shop or a random online listing. And this is where many people make costly mistakes. The right selling place is everything, and the wrong move could cost you millions. The first step is authentication. You must have the coin examined by a top-tier grading service, such as PCGS or NGC. These organizations provide professional grading, certification, and detailed analysis, and without this step, serious buyers will not even look at your coin. Once authenticated, the next step is choosing the right marketplace, and this is where suspense meets strategy. Because high-value coins are typically sold through elite auction houses such as Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or Sotheby's numismatic divisions. These platforms attract the wealthiest collectors, investors, and institutions in the world and create competitive bidding environments that can push prices far beyond initial estimates. Private treaty sales are another option, especially if discreet collectors approach you directly. But this should only be done with legal and professional guidance, and never rush this process. Patience is your greatest ally, because timing the market can mean the difference between millions and tens of millions. And here is another cliffhanger moment, because not every owner realizes when the perfect moment to sell arrives. Sometimes holding the coin for the right economic climate or collector trend can dramatically increase value, and this is why staying informed is critical, which is exactly why you should subscribe to Coin Value Guide right now, because we break down these moments step by step, so you never miss an opportunity. And let me tell you something powerful. Stories like this are not just about coins, they are about awareness, knowledge, and the willingness to look closer at what others ignore. And that is why this channel exists, to empower everyday people with information that could change their financial future. And as we approach the end of this incredible journey, I want you to imagine the thrill of discovering that a coin you once dismissed is actually a $12 million treasure. Imagine the shock, the excitement, the disbelief, and the life-changing possibilities. And that is not fantasy, it has happened, and it can happen again, which is why I urge you to share this video with other collectors, friends, and family. Because you never know whose life might change because of one simple share. And if you are enjoying this story and want to support the channel in a meaningful way, consider sending a super thanks. It helps us continue researching and bringing you the most exciting rare coin value breakdowns on YouTube. And as we close, remember this: the 2001 North Carolina State Quarter is more than just spare change. It is a symbol of hidden value, overlooked history, and the incredible surprises hiding in everyday life. Stay curious, stay informed, and stay subscribed to Coin Value Guide, because the next coin we reveal could be sitting in your pocket right now, and you will not want to miss it.